with Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert off of play action. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKitty, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play fake. Bridgewater. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on his...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now from the 50. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20 from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he rifles rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Thomas, 32 yards. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. Still going. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. Runs over it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He's got room to run past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 41, Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's again complete to Palmer.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Josh Palmer.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll run with Tanner to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down. And
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Bridgewater now from the 50. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll have another first down and more.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Herbert's throw complete there to Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hey, I'm coming. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Check.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Able to push his way through. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Taylor. Powers through him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the handoff, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was just saying could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Blankenship's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there.